Hello and welcome to Agrestal Vestige, where we are vested in all things Agrestal. My name is Tom, and we're here again this week with another blended Scotch whiskey review. This week we have Highland Mist blended Scotch whiskey. It says 100% Scotch whiskey. Oh, that's nice. It's blended and bottled at 40% ABV. A blend of Highland, Lowland, Islay, and Speyside whiskies, aged for 36 months, and originally selected for the home trade. So hey, it's got an age statement. Maybe 36 months, but at least it's an age statement. So, let's see what this is going to bring us today. I've never seen this anywhere ever before. I was traveling recently, about 3 months ago, in a very obscure part of America in northern Arkansas. And I went by what's termed a package store, and as I frequently do on my travels, and I look at all the bottles of things that are available there. This was there, and I've never seen it, never heard from it before. Heard about it. It doesn't say much on the label. What I read was about the label. It says imported, and it says pale dry. I don't know exactly what pale dry means, but yeah, imported and bottled by Barton's Imports. Not really familiar with them either. Anyway, what do we have on the nose? There is a light smokiness there. I would call it a Highland smoke, Highland Mist. But remember, it did say it has, you know, Islay, Speyside, Highland, and a lot of constituents in the blend. I don't know what grain to malt ratio is, but the first thing you pick up on is a nice smoky note. There's a subtle maltiness to it. Touch of nutmeg. That's about it I'm getting on the nose, actually. Neat. Okay, what about the palate? There's a subtle sweetness to it. A sweet smokiness, actually. It's a nice subtle. It's not very front smokiness, but it's a pulled back, restrained, subtle, sweet type smokiness. This is apricot, nutmeg, a bit of ginger, a bit of stewed apples, and the finish isn't short. It's a slightly extended finish. I would call it a medium finish, actually. And the finish is mainly sweet malty notes and slight spiciness. There's no grain forwardness to this, actually. No grain richness at all. Like I said, I don't know. I'm going to add 1 milliliter of water by what I've got in this pour. Another thing is the price. This bottle in North Arkansas in that package store was purchased for $13. Now that's a hell of a bargain for a 750 milliliter bottle of any scotch, really. And like I said, this is a combination of what did it say? Highland, Lowland, Islay, and Speyside whiskies. There's no telling how many whiskeys are in this. The smoke from this probably comes from Kalila. Since there's Islay whiskies in this, I do recognize the Kalila profile in this whiskey. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. I don't know how many whiskeys make up this blend. I don't know what the ratio is. But so far, I don't get any bitterness. Wow, the addition of water really brings out the smoke. It's that Kalila type sweet smokiness. It's not your typical Highland peaty smokiness, even though it says Highland Mist. It's not your Highland type of peat. I mean, after the addition of the water, you really just get an enhancement of that smokiness. The other notes just kind of you get smokiness, you get a subtle malt coming through, and mild ever so mild maritime notes coming through on this. Okay, after the water, what's on the palate? Now on the palate, the smoke is not as predominant as it is on the nose. The smoke is decreased, but the sweetness is brought to the front. It's like that grain sweetness that's commonly found in decently maturated blended scotches. There's no bitterness to this, so that indicates good cask quality. That doesn't suggest old reused cask where all you get is the tannins left. You're still getting some of the vanilla, the caramel, the toffee, the treacle toffee, really. It's very soft, light. It's slightly viscous, actually. The finish, you get the lovely sweet smoke, the forward maltiness, the the honey sweetness. It's not like a Manuka honey. It's just a traditional, typical, old-fashioned jobbing type honey. And it lasts for a bit. I mean, it's nice medium finish. Again, no bitterness. I mean, for $15 for this bottle, I mean, that's, you know, was it $13 to $15? I mean, that's, I think it was 13 actually. You can't go wrong with that. Obviously, you know, it's chill filtered. It's largely grain whiskeys. It's going to be through column stills, heavily chill filtered. And there is, you can look at that little orangey glow there. There is E150A added. There's not a lot added though, because even though you can detect it in this, it's not predominant like it is in a lot of blends. Say your Chivas Regals or your Johnny Walkers and things along that line. It's not a complex whiskey at all. It's a good jobbing whiskey. It's an any time of the year whiskey. It's not a fireside whiskey. It's not a summertime whiskey. I mean, you could easily drink this any time of the year. It's not abrasive. It has no off notes to it. It doesn't have a lot of, you know, abundance of a rich tapestry of flavors. So it's not very complex. It's very simple, but it's competent. And I think that would be a great daily dram to have just whenever. And in saying that, even though it's heavily chill filtered and got E150A caramel colorant added, because of the cask maceration and the balance between the nose, the palate, and the finish, the arrival, development, and finish, I would give this a very competent blend mark of about 85 out of 100. And there are many out there that are quadruple this price, that are half as flavorful. And if you find it, I've never seen it before, don't think I'll probably ever see it again. This is probably the only bottle I'll ever have. But if you see it, you wouldn't be disappointed in purchasing it, especially at that price point. Anyway, that's me. I'm finished. Another show done, another review done. Like and subscribe if you will. It helps the what they call algorithms of this channel. Make comments. You know, tell me if you've ever had a bottle of this. Tell me what you thought of it. And until next time, this is Tom. Bye-bye.